トフィの狂気は全てを破壊する。邪魔だ、麦わら。
Hello, I am back. Yes, I am back. And today we're going to be watching Alvini Linguini's breakdown of all the free agents that are playing in the NBA Orlando Bubble League. I like that title. And before we get to start, hold on. Let's make sure the quality up. Yes, sir. Gotta have those high quality videos. Know what I mean? Let's get it started.
The NBA is set to come back on July 30th in the Orlando Bubble in the Disney World of Sports facilities with 22 out of the 30 teams competing for an NBA title. Even though this title will have a lot of question marks, if anything, but we're not going to talk about that. Due to the current situation...
Yeah, this title is going to have a lot of asterisks around it. Most definitely. But we're going to see how it cracks on, you know? Hold on, my bad.
Worldwide, some players will not be playing in the bubble, but this video will be about the new players who are entering the bubble, replacing other players who are...
Much needed paint defense, good pack up. Okay. Yeah, man. He might be the best three-pointer for the Lakers. If not, it's probably Dion Waiters. Waiters Island's going to be ready, man. It's going to be ready.
Deciding to sit out or have the word I can't say, otherwise we get demonetized. So yeah.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, let's just keep going. Surprisingly, there aren't that many signings, but we still had to get through the most important ones and how they would create an impact for their respective teams. Simple as that. With that being said, let's get on with the video, shall we? The video like goal is, as usual, 1,000 likes. And if y'all want me to, I can talk about the people who are out and what type of impact their absence means towards their teams. So if you want that, like the video, or just tell me in the comments, either way. You already know who it is. Raleigh!
He incurred an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he's stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
It's over! It's over, ladies and gentlemen!
Okay.
Yo, J.R. Smith was beating the shit out of that protester. Bust his ass and all that. Know what I mean?
Okay. Let me go on and get this one out of the way.
Henny
I
God.
don't know about this, but Earl Joseph Smith III is now officially a Los Angeles Laker. After not playing in the NBA for basically 2 years after his whole situation with the Cavaliers after LeBron left. And now JR is reunited with LeBron. All's well that ends well. Hopefully. So what does JR offer nowadays, and what can he do for the Lakers specifically?
What can he do? If I'm being honest, he can provide good three-point shooting, good spacing on the floor, and he's not that bad of a defender, actually. He's pretty decent on defense.
Well, as we all know, JR is still probably one of the premier three-point shooters in the NBA and can get hot in a second. But with JR, he knows he will not be as big of a part on the offense due to him not playing in the same system like in Cleveland, since LeBron can now rely on AD to take some of the scoring load off.
Yeah, that's a fact. And the Lakers going to probably need, at most, 3 threes from J.R. Smith throughout a game. So JR's role is very limited throughout the Lakers. Gonna see how he do, man. Hopefully he does well. You know?
JR will be a nice catch and shoot option for LeBron since he's passing the ball a lot more as he ages and off the dimes of AD when he's in the paint. For now, we just have to wait and see if he gets premium playing time within the team, but it's probably safe to say that he might since he's one of the best three-point shooters on the team.
I don't know about that one because he's fighting for the same spot as Dion Waiters, and if Dion Waiters could get healthy and get fit, I'd see Dion Waiters more in the court than J.R. Smith. Just in my view.
This bubble league will be a great test to see if he can still produce in the league and secure a contract for next season. Even though I thought after him beating the shit out of that one dude during the whole Corona thing, he wouldn't get anything. But hey, best of luck to JR though, as long as he doesn't do this shit again in the finals.
Cameron Payne still got a job? Nah, man, you lying to me. You lying. Hold on. Wait a minute. Gotta leave a comment. But before I do that, boop, like. There you go. Let's continue.
Now we have another scoring guard to talk about. Cameron Payne, former dancing mate with Russell Westbrook. What? You're telling me that's like the most he did in the league?
Yeah, dance. Dancing monkey, man. Like, bruh, this man did not. He was barely productive.
I'm just fucking with y'all. Kind of. Anyways, back to the video. Cameron Payne was able to secure a rest of the year contract with the Phoenix Suns to most likely help with the point guard depth that the Suns seem to be having problems with, since all their point guards doesn't seem to be the most efficient of scorers. The funny thing is, Cameron isn't exactly what you call a efficient scorer himself, but he is showing out in the G League this season as he averaged 23 points and 7 assists a game on almost 50% from the
That's good, man. See, he got demoted from the NBA to the G League, and now he was focused, and he performed well. That's good on you, bro. But you got to see it on the NBA court now. Situation, ball out.
field. So if he's able to replicate that type of production with the Suns, I'm sure they'll appreciate that while they're in a hunt for a playoff spot. Otherwise, don't be surprised to see him go back on the free agency market next year, because scoring efficiently was always a problem for him against NBA talent. Or he could be Westbrook's dancing buddy again. I think we all would love to see that again. Y'all don't mind if I talk about another guard, right? Good. Next, we have the signing of Trey Burke to the Mavericks. Now, Trey had a stint with the Mavs last year where he averaged 9 points and 2 assists a game in 25 games in 13 minutes a game. But now he's back mainly so he can take Jalen Brunson's backup PG spot due to his injury. I think this is a good addition to the team because Trey Burke has always shown to be an efficient scorer for teams when his time is called. Now,
That's a fact, man. He played really good, especially when he was on the Knicks. He did his thing there. Hopefully he can replicate that, man. Luka Doncic is going to need a point guard. You got this, Trey Burke.
I'm sure he won't be an automatic scorer for the Mavs off the bench, even though he is probably the most qualified to do it off the dribble, and he can even throw dimes now with minimal turnovers. Again, this is a great addition for the Mavericks for their bench. As long as he played right in Rick Carlisle's system, he'll be fine.
David Nwamba. Oh, Mba Mute is back on the Rockets again too? That's good. Great needed defense on the forward position, man. Yeah, I need those people.
Alright, this time we're putting a duo of signings together. David Nwaba and Luke Rashaw and Bahamute. For those who know a lot of players within the NBA, these two players have something in common. And for those who don't, they are both lockdown defenders. Now, as we know, the Houston Rockets are not exactly the best defensive team due to the system that they run and the personnel they have on the team. But for the Orlando Bubble League and for the playoffs, what you need is defense to lock down the best players. And David Nwaba and Luke are the best players available for that job.
That's a fact, man. They're the best two people for the job. Do your thing.
For the players separately, David Nwaba is a real hard-nosed and athletic defender on the perimeter, but the only problem that hurts his chances of playing is the fact that he isn't the best shooter, as he's a career average three-point shooter of 34%. However, it's on 1-3 a game, so it shows his willingness to shoot, which is 0. But if they need it in a pinch, they can just put Nwaba out there to defend the primary scorer for the other team. Though again, the Rockets need to be aware of his jumper and how teams will play him because of it. Now, for the better pickup, in my opinion, is Luke Rashaw and Bahamute. I'm not going to keep saying that name. Well, anyways, for Luke, his main reason for being signed is, again, his defense. However, for one, he is a versatile defender on the wing and in the paint with his 7'2" wingspan at 6'8". So he's legitimately a threat. That, and B, he can also shoot. So that fits in with the Rocket system.
Yeah, he a low-key good shooter at that too, man. Yo, Luke and Bahamute, don't sleep.
Perfectly. And let me also go on and say that Rockets fans are happy for this signing also, because apparently he can lock up LeBron. But, I guess we'll have to wait and see for that one. After seeing these two signings, I cannot wait to see how the Rockets use these two.
But don't Westbrook got Corona though? Yeah, he came down with Corona, man. So I don't know how y'all gonna operate.
Primary defenders in the playoffs.
This right here is a nice pickup. Him and Jamal Crawford, good pickup, man. They both could score. Only thing that they both lack though is defense. Tyler Johnson's very athletic. Either way, it's still a good pickup because a lot of their players got down Corona. DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie. Who else? Michael Beasley, even though he just joined the team. I keep forgetting. There's more people. Because I know there was 4 people plus Michael Beasley that got Corona. So, yeah, but it's a good pickup nonetheless. Let's see how you do, man.
Let me go on and say that the Brooklyn Nets had to make this signing. Kevin Durant says he wants to wait until next season, which is totally fine. Let the man come back at his best. Kyrie Irving just said fuck it, but as we all know, that man's been kind of crazy these last couple years.
Nah, but Kyrie, though, he injury prone. He got injuries all over his body, man. Check out his injury report. It's crazy.
And DeAndre Jordan and Spencer Dinwiddie both can't come due to Corona reasons. That's almost a whole starting lineup out for this whole thing. And let's not forget that Kenny Atkinson is also gone. So now the Nets are basically using their bench as their starting lineup for the rest of the season. So yeah, and due to this, they have no point guard. So they had to sign Tyler Johnson as their new starting point guard, basically. It's a pretty okay signing for now, as long as he plays well with probably the main scorer on the team, Karis LeVert. Now, Tyler isn't exactly what you call an efficient scorer, so I'm really wondering to see what he can bring to the table. He can score a little bit and can playmate like he showed when he was playing with the Suns, since playmaking guards is also another main issue for the team. So I'm just wondering to see if he'll be a decent placement guard who will just do whatever the coach asks him to do. Though, at the same time, don't be surprised if he does go off in a few games. All in all, the Nets season was kind of fucked up, let's be real here.
I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation.
Okay, people may disagree with me here, but just hear me out. Joakim Noah was actually a pretty underrated signing by the Clippers. And
I could agree. Seeing as though Montrezl Harrell is out, they need a replacement at the forward / center spot. So Joakim Noah could do you justice. He could work that spot real nice.
I know I'm a Clippers fan, but believe me, I will talk about this signing with as little bias as possible. Now, let me ask you a question. What is the one thing the Clippers need? We have superstar talent, a great coach, and an amazing bench. Though there is one main weakness, and it's our paint defense. The Clippers' paint defense is pretty lackluster. Let me read you some of the names of our main post players, And tell me if they're supposed to stop a player like Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Fat Jokic. We don't know about Skinny Jokic. I would even add LaMarcus Aldridge if he was playing in this postseason. We have Marcus Morris, Ivanka Zubac, JaMychal Green, Montrezl Harrell, Patrick Patterson. You see what I mean? No one here is going to be able to shut down these big-name players consistently in a 7-game series. Joe Kim might actually be good for us, mainly for our defensive potential. At 35 years old, he definitely does not have all of his athleticism and agility, but he knows what he has to do in the paint to make up for that. Will he be playing 15 to 20 minutes a night? No, but will we need someone to limit a big man in the paint, and he might just be our guy. And I know that his passing ability is still there too, so that just adds another layer of what he can do for the team. So don't be too surprised if he does help out in a big way in these games. But believe me, I don't want to see Anthony Davis destroy us again and again and again. Well, you get the deal.
I mean, with Anthony Davis, in my opinion, I don't think he's gonna come every night just busting ass. LeBron is still the alpha of the team. And if LeBron has an off night, certain moments you can expect Anthony Davis to go off, but I don't think it's that likely that he'll bust the opposing center's ass like that. You know what I mean? That's just my perspective. Because at the other end, the defensive end, he got to deal with people like Paul George and Kawhi turning up. So I wouldn't expect Anthony Davis to go off too much, but Joakim Noah is still needed. No doubt about that.
Now, of course, there are plenty of more players to talk about, but due to them not being the bigger names on their teams, or probably not going to be the most influential on their teams, at least in my opinion, I'm just going to do a lightning round where I give everybody a sentence or two and call it a day, then we'll end the video. Okay, cool, let's go. Corey Brewer provides extra hustling defense to boost the already decent defense of the Kings. Jaren Grant provides defense to a really bad Wizards team who literally give up the most points per game in the league. Will he score that much? No. Anthony Tolliver shoots, and shoots some more. Tyler Zeller provides another body due to LaMarcus Aldridge's injury. Will he do much offensively? Probably not. Brian Brokerauf gets signed by the 76ers to catch Ben Simmons' passes to shoot threes. Lou Dort becomes a great defensive piece for Oklahoma City as he showed out in a few games this season, locking up the best players in those games. And Sindarius Thornwell, well, I don't know honestly, but he's with the Pelicans. So yeah, that means something, I guess. Okay, that should be all of them, right? Good. That ends that. With that being said, I hope you learned something new today and enjoyed the video. There weren't as many signings as I expected them to be, but I hope I told you about all the important ones and I gave a good analysis of what they
You did provide great analysis, my friend, my brother. Great job on that, man.
can do as players for their teams. Again, if you want me to talk about the players who will be out and what the team is losing because of them being out, let's try to hit that 1,000 like goal for that video.
Oh, let me check the likes. Yes, I did hit the likes. You only need 13 more likes.
Next week. Anyways, let's get the outro started. Follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram to know what's going on in the life of Alvini and to get channel updates. Follow my Twitch where I stream weekly. And check out
That's funny. But either way, man, good vid, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully these free agents can impact their teams on a positive note. But if there's some crazy shit and JR does it, I can't wait. I'm out.